Here's Kessler. Shot clock at 6. Baltimore needs to get off a shot here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Some changes for Brooklyn. Brooklyn trailing. Here's Ball. The shot goes down, and it gets this game back to even. Ball's got his first 2 points.
Impressive handles from Ball. He can get anywhere he wants on the floor.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Didn't think that was going to go in.
Just a great flow to that play. He's anticipating the pass, perfect rhythm on that jumper.
Towns for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Towns has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Baltimore with the ball. A 2-point game. Fires from the wing. And Baltimore again with the bucket.
You trust him and expect him to make those mid-range jumpers, especially against loose defense like that.
And on the slam, Bridges using the vertical to finish strong before the D can contest.
Pass to Kneppel. Harper wide open. Drops in the tray. Harper's got 9.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Towns wide open. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Towns is money off the catch and shoot.
Pass to Thorne. Driving to the basket.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
To the inside, Smith. On the wing, Bridges. Outside, Towns. To the paint.
I got him.
Hey, don't forget.
Here's Ball. Out to Bridges. No good with the triple.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Back to Ibaka. Puts up a deep 3. And Tyreke Evans is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You want your team to be aggressive on the glass, but he was a little too zealous for that rebound.
Yeah, it appeared to me as he was trying to get a piggyback ride, man. That's an easy call to make and going to be called every time.
On the wing, Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. Lewis gets the bucket.
Nice job inside that time by Rashard Lewis, recognizing he had the advantage and attacked.
Back to Jones. The 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Jones has got the lead up to 8 now for Baltimore.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
The shot by Evans, nobody around. And Baltimore hits again from deep.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Back to Bridges. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And Smith with the stuff.
And how about the force on that finish by Smith?
Jones for three. He got it up, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Resourceful move.
And so it's Baltimore with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Back to the action in just a minute. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us.
Oh, I love watching Lewis with a hammer on that one, refusing to just lay it up.
Outside, Jones. Out to Ibaka. Back to Jones. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Took him no time at all on that one. And Baltimore leads by 9.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Ball with it. Now Garnett defending. Inside. Stolen by Evans. And it's Baltimore on the break. Poke loose. Bridges with the steal.
Hey, yo, right here.
Smith on the wing. Pass to Towns. And the rejection by Evans.
Wow, great interior D. That effort gets erased because of it.
Kicks it out to Garnett. Here's the three. And Baltimore hits again from deep.
Garnett has that kind of range. He can make that shot from out there when given space. I like the fact that he's expanding his game.
Here's Ball to stop the run. Avdia with the rebound. In the corner, Ibaka with it. Out to Bridges. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And, you know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Here's Evans, and Evans throws it down. That was a big one. You could hear it.
And sometimes the silence of a crowd can speak volumes.
Hey, balance it out. Hit that.
Here's Ball.
Hey, look up top. Yo!
Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Who got ball?
Goes up on the block. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Baltimore leading by 14. Pass to Evans. Garnett outside. And Ball with the block.
And he sent a message with that swat. Do not come in my house.
Out to Bridges. Back to Towns. The turnaround. It's good.
Like that one.
And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for Baltimore. And Ball with the block.
Stopping that offense cold at the rim. An immediate shutdown. Positioning and anticipation right on cue.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And Brooklyn has possession. The deep three from Smith. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
Timeout.
And Baltimore
Start
calls time here. They're ahead by 12. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
Yeah, I'm not sure they needed this timeout, quite honestly. Perhaps a water break?
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. They're down by 12. Just 2 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And Baltimore calls time here. They're in front by 12. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
Yeah, I'm not sure they needed this timeout, quite honestly. Perhaps a water break?
Garnett wide open. Yep, it's good. And so it's Baltimore with the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll do it, folks. So, Kevin Harlan for Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K. So long.